All right, yo, what's up, traders? So I'm going to give you guys a breakdown of what went on today, but full transparency, I went on a minor tilt, and I'm not overall happy with my performance here and how this went down. So starting on the hourly with MNQ, I'm not going to lie to you guys, I went to hop on this chart and definitely thought that we were, man, I need to clean up this chart. I still feel like we're in a bearish channel temporarily, but in overall we could be bullish. I think we're kind of in this weird spot with the market, and I feel like still went ahead and took a trade today on this, and the account's up to $666, but I'm not gonna lie, that's a little bit choppy how I got there. I'm not really happy with my performance here at all. I'm just going to be real with you guys. I hopped on the stream with the homie today, and I quickly realized that I was taking in somebody else's emotions. I was trading somebody else's thought process and kind of being a little bit, I don't know, a little bit irrational with my movement. This is one of the reasons I'm struggling really freaking hard not to leave Top Step, is because I can lock my risk settings and I can protect myself the next day, and I think that's really important. I don't know if I can. So today I'm going to slow down after this video. I'm going to focus on figuring out all of the settings for each of these accounts. I'm going to rework some math because I'm not going to go into next month if I do keep my Top Step account in a deficit like I did this last month, because it's just mental. So I'd like to reset the clock, do some math, so I'm not sitting here trying to catch up and play break even. So this morning, kind of looking at the 5-minute, we're in this kind of sideways chop, but right after here we start making barely, and I don't know, I'd say it's hard to say higher highs and higher lows, but it's slightly what's happening here. And then we kind of come down here, so we're just kind of in this weird range chop. And this morning we kind of break out, we come down, and I did like how I waited for it to come down and touch VWAP, and then obviously I had to change the character in the wrong direction, so not really following my behind the doors strategy, or whatever however you want to look at it. I'm not really 100% sure if I'm even using that as a strategy, because I'm kind of still trying to figure it out. And yeah, anyways, taking trades this morning, looking kind of at the zones for a reaction zone, and we kind of come down into here. So I got in with way too many contracts, way over leveraged to make that. That's why I'm like, okay, I made $333, but it was mental. I was risking way more than that, and I was down 500, and then I got up 500, so I closed out, and then I waited for another break down into here, and when I saw that we weren't going to break this low, I got in, I took it up to less than that, bro, less than that. I probably took it up to about right there, but I didn't have my stop set, which is like, that's freaking mental, dude. I don't like doing that. I do think that having a stop loss kind of sets you up mentally, but it also protects your plan, which I'm not doing. So hopping into a trade with somebody else and taking on their analysis is kind of messing with me. And like M&Q is so volatile for what I'm trying to do, especially on a 50K account. I could just blow this thing up like that, like no problem. And now that I've realized I've got 25 days to pass this account, I feel like I'm thinking a little bit irrational without doing the math. So I'm not going to spend too much more time talking about that. The trade overall was good. I mean, like the waiting for it to come down here, not breaking structure, I think it was good. I just think there was a little bit of emotions on stream this morning with the homie and myself, and just out of respect, I'm not gonna name drop or do anything like that. It doesn't really matter. This is my journal. This is my analysis. So I'm not gonna sit here, and it's nobody else's fault but me. Like, I'm sitting here pressing the trigger on this. I'm executing. I'm the one that's putting in this. So, and let's look at the 1 minute so you could kind of see, right? So like we break down, we have this change of character, but we're coming down here into the VWAP zone, which I'm kind of paying attention to. Not really the rejection candle I'd like to see, but a nice bullish engulfing. But then, it's like we come up and we come back down. So it's like I'm sitting here dancing with these emotions here, and my account really can't survive this type of energy, just to be real with you guys. And my emotions, I don't put a stop here, dude. And that's why I like, my Top Step. And then so this morning on Top Step, And I do think that this is more likely to play out. I'm going to go ahead and pull up MES, because in MES, I'm sitting here like we're in this very clear downtrend, and I think that we're going down. And I think that we're respecting that, and kind of we've been rejecting this 1 hour fair value gap that's gotten filled, obviously, but I still think we're respecting so far. So my bias was down, and that's kind of what I was looking at. Sorry, that's the hourly. It's still the hourly. It's supposed to be the 15-minute. And we're just kind of this weird consolidation. I shouldn't have even traded today. There's just no trade. I said still respecting bearish trend line, looking for signs on either side. That's kind of what I was looking at last night. And I still think that it's going to go bearish. But basically what had happened was I adjusted my freaking risk settings, because I'm like, I got to pass this account or I've got to blow it, like one of the two. So fortunately, I have 3 trades a day that I can take, and I stopped the trade at 173. When I got up and it started going against me, and I'm kind of like, okay, I only risk 140 for the day right now with these risk settings. So I closed it, and I was trying to reevaluate what I was going to do, but then unfortunately it locked me out, and I previously locked my funded account just so I wouldn't be emotional, and I'm way more careful with that. So I still think this has an opportunity to rip down and go down to target, and I was going to target, let's see here, I was going to target down here this lower liquidity. I was going to try to fill this inverse fair value gap and close out these fair value gaps, and I was going to look at here, not quite to the previous day low. So, but like I said, consolidation, and we're sitting here chopping. The market's kind of doing some weird things, and I'm trying to figure out why with the new Fed speaker and all that. So this is where I'm at for the day. This is what went down. I can't spend a lot of time here. My wife has an appointment today, and I need to do some analysis. I need to go back and figure out my own brain space, and I just really like trading with a homie. I really like supporting the homie, but I'm at a point in my journey where I think that it's time to go solo dolo for a while. It's time to shut all the noise out externally. I think I know all I need to know with trading for now, and I can reevaluate down the road, but I'm going to do some math, figure it out. I'm not going to get too married to these accounts, because I am going to try to pass within the time frame, but I'm going to try to pass correctly. And I really think that I need to switch just to MES and focus on MES. That's where I do my best. I can size up if I need to. I'm really struggling with using one contract. I'm going to be real with you guys, and I'm trying to figure out how to use 2 and make it make sense. And I think that's kind of where I'm at. So like I had one of my best trading days yesterday, and I did that on my own, and I felt really good about it. And then today, I don't even think this is a loss. I'm very aware of what's going on. I know what's happening. I'm still actually up 150 on the day. So it's like, okay, man, I need to just slow down, slow roll, figure some things out, and trust in myself and my own process that I've been working on this entire time. And, like right here with this, like, I don't think that I should have been doing anything without some more confluences, because we're kind of in these orange lines are, I created a range yesterday, and you can see we're just kind of like dancing in and out of it. So that's what I got for the day. I think tomorrow's a bank holiday, so maybe I'll observe. Maybe we'll see what's up. I don't know if I'm going to trade or not. I probably will, just because the pressure on the account, and yeah, I don't feel like there's really a need to slow down right now. So yeah, but I appreciate you guys being here. I do think Redline is dope, and I'm going to continue using them. I just need to be more disciplined. I need to understand the rules more. I need to take some time to sit there and really dial in. So there is an affiliate link in most of these videos that I'm putting right now. I'm not making anything off of them right now. I'm being full transparent, just trying to create a little bit of jingle to support the channel. And so I can worry about, like right now, I'm in a position where I can't really financially scale up, because I don't really have extra money to do so, which is kind of putting me in this weird place with trading. But that's all good. That's why this is a journal and an analysis. And I tried to live trade the other day and kind of record it. Not really my style, not really my vibe. This is a journal. This is for me to get better and to show others along the process. So when I do become profitable, you guys are able to go back and see, and myself to go back and see the progress, what I struggled with. And every time I watch these videos, I'm like, oh, okay, this is what you're doing. This is what you're seeing. And this morning, I will say, I stayed in the trade that I did because I did not see market structure being broke. I did not see that we were disrespecting that on MNQ. So right here, like I straight up stayed and got into this trade and doubled down, because I'm like, we are not breaking this structure right now, and we're right at VWAP. So it gave me the confidence that I needed to make the profits that I did, but super sloppy, super choppy. Love you guys. Thanks for being here. Thanks for supporting me. If you are here watching this, I appreciate your time, and I wish you the best in your trading journey. Much love.